you can get your first credit limit increase in 91 days. And that can be true, but that 91 days has to be within 3 statement periods. Depending on when the statements fall, if your 91st day falls before your 3rd statement hits, you will be denied that credit limit increase. And again, I know it because it happened to me, right? A lot of the information I give because it's firsthand information.
That's right.
The good thing about it is,
hey, what's going on, guys? Calvin Russell here. Super excited to bring you all yet another special guest. All right. Now, of course, this guy needs no special introduction. You guys have seen him on the channel many times once before. Okay. But the information that he drops always is worth the time. Okay. So if there's any time more than other, make sure you guys go and get your notepads out. You know the gems are coming. And again, we are super excited to bring here Mr. Sledge. Sledge, can you hear us today? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I am glad to be here once again, man. It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeIncTeam, aka Mr. Do Your Research. And man, I'm ready to get this information out here to everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, let's get right into it. So, of course, you mentioned recently, obviously, there's always changes, not just with credit unions, but obviously with banks and credit cards and things of that sort. One of the things that a lot of people like to talk about is obviously, Navy Federal and things of that. So we're going to talk about them as well as some others. But let's go into the 5 Navy Fed hacks that actually work. What are those hacks?
All right, so I compiled a list to break it down. You know what? I called Navy Federal and talked to a rep about, and believe it or not, they gave me a lot of time. Like this rep gave me a lot of time, which I really appreciate. Yeah. But I got a lot of valuable information from them. One of the things is, we all know in order to get into Navy Federal, you have to be either military, former military, have a parent, child, grandparent, roommate, or someone that's close to you that's inside of Navy Federal. Other than that, there's really no way around it. Another thing that some people may not know is unfortunately, if you have a grandparent or a parent, or even a spouse that's no longer with us, as long as you have their name, which of course you will, and their branch of service, if you call Navy Federal, you can still get into Navy Federal that way. Now, they're not going to inquire about a lot past that out of respect.
Wow.
And I don't want people to run with this information and what people would do with the information. But if you in that, you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But if you were in this situation, if you're in this situation and that's your way into Navy Federal, all you need is their name and their branch of service. So that's one.
Got you.
I want to go ahead.
Running a business is a lot like driving. You have to stay on track, you have to navigate challenges, but most of all, you got to keep moving forward.
That's why you should take a look at Fairfigure, the fastest growing business credit builder, helping over 35,000 small businesses get funding and grow their credit.
Here's the best part. Getting started is so easy. All you have to do is just hop on their website, enter your email here, and then you're on your way to building business credit and accessing the funds that you need. Whether you're on the road or at your desk, Fairfigure is here to help you accomplish your business goals.
Another thing, we all know, because everybody talks about this same stuff about Navy Federal, right?
Yeah. Some of it, not all of it, Sledge. You always, you bring us the stuff that at least that way we can. Because see, here's the thing: we hear from you, we know it's confirmed, we know it's researched, we trust your opinion, and we trust what you say. So again, even if it is something that some people may have heard, at least we know coming from you is legit.
Nah. Another thing that we talked about when I talked to the rep was about we know that Navy Federal's relationship-based institution. And on YouTube, you're going to hear a lot of people telling you that you need to have a flagship checking account, a pledge loan, a CD, 25 checking accounts. If you have fair or poor credit, that might be true for you. If you have good credit, you can apply for a Navy Federal credit card and just get straight in. Like that, and that's just the truth. But if you do have fair to poor credit,
borderline,
right? You do not have to go out and get 100 Navy Federal accounts. Like you just don't. Open up a checking account. You're going to have a savings account because you need a savings account in order to join the credit union.
Mm.
You know, in order to join the credit union, you have to put $5 into a savings account because you know Navy Federal is not employee owned, but it's member owned.
Yeah.
So that $5 is your ownership into the credit union.
Yeah.
Now, from that point, Navy Federal loves direct deposit. So if
Yeah.
you have a savings account, checking account, direct deposit, you're probably good. Like you're probably good. Now,
Okay.
if you're back to where I was when I first started rebuilding my credit down in the 400s, you
Yeah.
know, and you working your way back up, maybe
Yeah.
you might want to take out a pledge loan. And a pledge loan is just a secured loan. You know,
Yeah.
it's a secure loan. A lot of people think that a pledge loan is a loan where you're kind of paying yourself back. A pledge loan is an actual loan. Like it's
Yeah.
an actual loan. The
Mhm.
loan is beside your checking account or savings account, whichever you
Yep.
choose. You just take the money out of that loan, out of one account, and move it into another.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. But you don't have to go out and pay for flagship checking accounts or anything like that. They are a relationship based institution because they believe in helping their members, but
Yeah.
they're also a credit union that want to make money. So
That's right.
they
At the
want
end of the day.
at the end of the day, all
Yep.
these institutions are institutions that want to make money. Now
Yeah.
I got another one for you.
Okay. What you got?
This is something I heard a long time ago, but I really wasn't sure about it. But
Okay.
Navy Federal conducts a soft pull on your accounts when you have credit cards with them every 6 months. Now they're doing
Okay.
a soft pull to see if you're eligible for a credit limit increase. But here's the kicker. Sometimes there's a lock on your account. Throughout all my research, Calvin, I
Mm.
could not find why the lock is there. But
Mm.
there could be a lock. And the rep wouldn't tell me why. And I only
Mm.
know because the very first time I went to get a credit limit increase, I had a lock on my account and I had to
Mm.
call and get this lock taken off.
Real quick, be sure to download our free ebook today. All you got to do is scan this QR code right here or click the link in the description below. Now back to the video. And so,
Yeah,
okay, let me pause you real quick. So this is a lock that is with Navy Federal.
right.
Okay. Okay, got
Yeah,
it. So it's just an internal lock within themselves. But and then when you called, you say you were not able to get it removed, or they did remove it because you called.
right. See, now when I called, I was inquiring about the auto increases. That's
Yeah.
what I called about.
Gotcha.
And when the rep went back and checked, he told me that it was a lock on the account. Like I say, he wouldn't tell me
Mm.
why the lock was there.
Yeah.
And I've,
Okay.
I've done so much research. I could not
Yeah.
find out why, but I have seen that it does happen. And the
Mm.
only way to get it off is to call. It's the
Mm.
only way to get it off is to call them. So if you haven't been getting the auto increase, because not to say that you will or you won't,
Yeah.
because they might look at your profile and see something that they don't like and and just pass you up on the credit limit increase,
Hmm.
and you have to apply for it yourself.
Yeah.
But just call just to make sure, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, because you could be missing out.
Absolutely. Okay. See, that's something a lot of people don't know.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Okay. What's number 4?
Number 4 is another thing a lot of people often say, but I got a twist to it.
Yeah.
You, so many people say with Navy Federal, you can get your first credit limit increase in 91 days, and that
Mm.
can be true, but
Yeah.
that 91 days has to be within 3 statement periods.
Mm.
Depending on when the statements fall, if your 91st day falls before your third statement hits, you will be denied that credit limit increase. And again,
Mm.
I know it because it happened to me. Right.
Mm.
A lot of the information I give because it's firsthand information. The good thing about it is if you apply for a credit limit increase and you didn't get it because that 91 days fell before the third statement hit,
Yeah.
you can just apply again right when the statement hits, right after it hits.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they don't penalize you for it.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
is that a hard pull?
No,
Gotcha.
it's not a hard pull. It's a soft inquiry, yeah. And
Wow. Nice.
they don't penalize you at all about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And the last one, do the pre-qualification. Like, do the pre-qualification. And the main reason I say do the pre-qualification is, of course, it's the safer way to see if you're going to be approved. But a lot of people want to go straight in the Navy Federal and go straight to the flagship card.
Right. Yeah. They want to get that
You
high
know,
limit off the bat.
they want to try to get that. They want to try to get that high limit. And I cannot knock that.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you do the pre-qualification and you qualify for a card that's less than that I won't say less than the flagship card, but other than the flagship card,
Yeah.
and it's your second choice, get that card if you don't apply for the flagship.
Start
Because
somewhere.
you start somewhere. You need because what they're telling you is they can't give you $5,000 in credit because you need $5,000 in order to get a Navy Federal flagship card, because a Navy Federal flagship card is a Visa signature card, which starts with a $5,000 credit limit.
Yeah. Wow.
So you get your next best card. But remember, you can also apply for a credit limit increase in 30 days.
Got you.
But,
Okay.
you know, so you get the next best card. By the time a year comes around, you're going to have more than $5,000 on that on your card that you did get.
Yeah.
And you can always just product change that card to the flagship.
Got you.
So it's always a way around it. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that's it. See, that we knew you would know. Because again, sometimes people call them hacks, but really it's strategies that the bank is perfectly fine that they know about. But I think it's lesser known things, lesser known facts that people just don't talk about, you know, as often. And, you know, so man, I'm glad you shared that with us, you know, as well. And like you mentioned, a lot of those things you've learned over time just by having the card
For
yourself,
sure.
and obviously testing some of these things out to confirm whether it's true or not. You know, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what, before we go, Kevin, because
Sure.
one thing that a lot of people have, I think that they should know is that there are various Visa cards and various MasterCards. You know, there's Visa Classic cards, Visa Platinum cards, Visa Signature cards, and Visa Infinite cards.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why if they won't grant you a $5,000 limit, you can't get the flagship because it's a Visa Signature card. And one rule of a Visa Signature card is you have to be able to have $5,000 or more on that card. A Visa Infinite, you have to have $10,000, and that would be a card like the Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Got
If
you.
if that bank or credit union will not approve you for that amount, then you won't get that card. You know,
Yeah.
so it's important to know that as well.
Yeah. Wow. See, man, that's huge because see that's essentially talking about credit cards across the board, you know, so not just with certain banks, because sometimes people think it's with certain banks or it's because of their obviously the credit profile is going to play a role, but more so the fact that, like you said, these are different types of MasterCards, different types of Visa cards in general.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And speaking of which, let's continue that. So now you talked about, because obviously there's a new Navy Federal credit card that just came out, and that's the Navy Fed Cash Rewards Plus, right?
Right.
So now, man, you've been talking about this recently. What's your take on it? Because you said it was the best card that they ever came out with.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna piggyback off the information that I just gave you about Visa signatures.
Yeah.
MasterCard has their own thing.
Yeah.
There's still a Navy Federal Cash Rewards card, and then there's the Cash Rewards Plus, right?
Yeah.
The difference between the cards are the Cash Rewards gives you 1.5% cash back. The Cash Plus gives you 2% cash back.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people think that it's random which card that you get. It's not random.
Yeah.
If they approve you for a Visa signature card, you get the Cash Plus. If they approve you for a MasterCard World card, you get the Cash Plus. But if you get a traditional MasterCard, if that's all they can approve you for, or a traditional Visa card, then you're going to get the regular 1.5% cash rewards card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the kicker behind that too. You can always get the credit limit increase. You know,
Yeah.
if you want the cash plus
Yeah.
and you only qualify for the cash rewards, take it anyway.
Yeah.
You get the credit limit increase, you get it to $5,000, you contact Navy Federal, and they will give you the cash plus because they just need to get you qualified for $5,000 or above in order to get the
Yeah.
card. Those are the
Wow.
only differences in those cards.
Got you. Got you.
Now,
Okay.
I, I got something else for it though. Like, and
Tell
this
us.
goes back across the board, like what we were saying before about these different cards.
Okay.
When we get these cards, a lot of times the only thing that we know is the cash reward gives you 2% cash back, or
Yeah.
it gives the regular one gives you 1%, 1.5% cash back.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a Visa signature card, you can look it up, or a World Mastercard or World Elite Mastercard. You can
Yeah.
go online and look up the benefits. These cards come with a plethora of benefits. You
Okay.
know,
Got it.
I'm talking about benefits such as roadside assistance, rental
Mm.
car insurance,
Yeah.
rental car rebates,
Yeah.
right? Just because you have this Visa signature card,
Yeah.
nothing else special to it. You get discounts. Some cars give you discounts at amusement parks.
Mm.
You have travel insurance. They
Yeah.
give you so many things. It might be a concert you want to go to, and
Yeah.
just because your specific card is a World Elite MasterCard
Yeah.
or a Visa signature card or whatever, you might get specific tickets for you.
Yeah.
MasterCard and Visa both have luxury hotel collections.
Mm.
These luxury
Okay.
hotel collections give you, not get me wrong, they're
Yeah.
high-end hotels, right?
Yeah. Nice.
But we talking about early check-in, late checkout. They give you a certain
Yeah.
allowance for breakfast. And
Mm.
when I say late checkout, I mean like 4 p.m. I'm not talking about
Wow.
1 o'clock, right?
Right.
I'm talking about like 4 p.m., right?
That's what's
you
up.
know, yeah. And they give you a certain allowance for for property credit, free
Okay.
breakfast. And if you ever stay at a higher end hotel, man, the breakfast in those things, man, the prices on that breakfast can be crazy.
Yeah. $50
We
a plate almost, man. Yeah. For
fifty
real.
dollars, $50 a plate,
Mm-hmm.
right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about you got two people, all you have to do is put the other person on the reservation. You put the other
Mm.
person on the reservation, they also get the benefit of the free breakfast. So you
Wow.
might be getting $100, and you know why? Because you were holding a Visa signature card or a World Elite Mastercard,
And didn't even know it or didn't know how to maximize it.
and didn't
Yeah.
know how to maximize it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy to get caught up in the basics about the cards that
Yeah.
we often leave out some of the benefits that are just there. And guess what? They
Yeah.
hoping you forget about them. They hoping
They
that you
do.
don't know about them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Mhm.
that's huge because you know what? Again, that's so deep into the credit card side of things, where again, it's not just about the bank itself. It's really about the type of Visa or MasterCard that you have to unlock a lot of these perks that I know for a fact. I know some of my clients do not have the knowledge on these types of things because again, I've seen it, so man,
Yeah.
and that's again, this is why, listen, this is why we bring Sledge onto the channel, guys. So again, he breaks down all of these things as he's always researching and testing out and confirming what information is out there. Okay. Not just on regular banks, but with credit unions as well. And
Yeah.
many of the cards he talks about, he most definitely has access to them as well, too. So make sure you guys go and search his YouTube channel as well. But listen, I got another question for you. You talked about another hack that's out there, and it's with American Express, essentially something to do with upgrading and downgrading. How does that work?
All right. Wait a minute. Before we get into that, I want to say one more thing about the Cash
Sure.
Reward Plus because
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to ever leave. And I want to quote my boy Chaz Money Minute.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
leave any money on the table. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have the sign up bonus is $200 if you spend $2,000 in 90 days.
Mm,
Whenever
okay.
you get a credit card,
Yeah.
try to get a credit card when you have the spending, or if you can do it in your natural spending to hit the
Mm,
sign up bonus.
yeah.
Because I think all of us in 90 days can spend $2,000 naturally. on everything that we would buy anything easily these days,
Man,
right?
groceries alone.
Right, exactly. And you probably hit that in a month, right?
For real.
But just on the things you regularly do. But why not get the $200 while doing it?
Missing out.
Yeah, you're missing out. Might as well just go ahead. Whenever you sign up for a credit card, make sure you hit the sign up bonus. Now, the upgrade downgrade process. Now, there's a lot of people that talk about it, but nobody does it like me. I'm gonna go ahead and trademark this.
Yeah.
This is the Sledge Inc. team upgrade downgrade process.
Listen, tell them, Sledge.
Yeah.
You heard it. You heard it here, not first, second. You heard it here second. All right.
Because it's a known process. Basically, I'm gonna make it simple, and then I'm gonna tell you how I do it.
Okay.
The simple process is someone gets an American Express card. American Express is always going to offer you a upgrade to one of their cards because they want to keep you in their ecosystem. Okay. So as long as you don't have, like, you can't upgrade a platinum card because that's their top card, right?
Yeah.
You can't upgrade. Hilton has 3 personal cards. You have the Hilton Honors card, the Hilton Surpass, and the Hilton Aspire. The Aspire is the top. So at the top, you can't upgrade it. But if you have any card under that, they're always going to send you an upgrade offer.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just talked about the sign-up bonuses, and it's basically the same thing. They're going to give you an upgrade offer to spend a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time, and you can upgrade to said card. What most people do is they take these upgrade offers, they keep the card for a year, and then they either going to keep the card, cancel the card, or they're going to downgrade back to the card that they already had.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Makes sense. Perfectly fine to do it. What I do is, and this goes with timing. You have to time this.
Yeah.
The American Express Platinum card, like I say, that's their top charge card. So you have the green, the gold, the platinum.
Okay.
Green being the lowest tier.
Yeah.
Gold being mid tier, and platinum being the top tier. Okay.
Yep.
In January, because this is the perfect time to have this. So Calvin, make sure you get this video out before January.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this gonna be a part of my Christmas special. So they're gonna see it around Christmas.
Because this is the perfect time to do it.
Okay.
In either late December or early January, you want to apply for the American Express green card.
Why is that?
The reason is because, like I said a few minutes ago, they're always going to give you an offer to upgrade their card. So you're going to wait all the way until it gets to November, 10 months.
Yeah.
And it's a specific reason why you want to do it in 10 months.
Okay.
You want to wait 10 months before you accept the offer. Like I said, the offer is always going to be there. You accept this offer because I don't want this part to scare you. The American Express Platinum card's annual fee is $695.
But you never get afraid of these annual fees. Why is that?
And I'm going to tell you why nobody should be afraid of it when I tell you why I'm doing it like this. Because you're never going to pay the $695. You're never going to pay it. Okay. You're going to upgrade in November or early December, preferably late November. Because you've had that car for 10 months, when you upgrade, they're going to give you a prorated annual fee that's going to be around $90, right? So it'll be somewhere around $90.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less, depending on what day you upgraded.
Yeah.
Now, the American Express Platinum card comes with a $200 airline credit, $200 hotel credit, a $50 Saks Fifth Avenue credit, $300 Ethernet. Yeah, it comes with a bunch of credits, right? It comes with a bunch of credits. So what you're going to do is you're going to use every credit that you can use.
I know that's right.
You're going to use every credit that you can use.
Okay.
You don't have to. If what I do with the airline credit is I take that $200 and I put it in the United Travel Bank because it's just a bank that holds money. It just holds the money in there. So that way I don't lose the credit and I can use it whenever I feel like it.
Okay.
So You're going to use all your credits. Now, because you got this card in late November, the first time, excuse me, you got this card in December or January,
Okay.
your real annual fee is going to hit in either December or January, whenever you got it. That's when the real $695 annual fee is going to hit that you have to pay for the card.
Okay.
Now, you have 30 days after that annual fee hits to cancel, downgrade, or keep it if you want to. I say, and what I do is I just downgrade back to the original card.
Yeah.
Right. And I've never going to pay the $695, but I got all the credits that came with the card. But here's the better part about it.
Yeah.
All of those credits come back in January. So you already got all the credits for that year. In January, the credits come back. You can take all those credits all over before you cancel or downgrade the card. And then next year, 2025, 2026, in December, you just do it all over again. Like I have a step-by-step walkthrough on my channel because I made it a little bit more simplified here.
Yeah.
But anybody that want to check that out, I have a step-by-step process on it. So, trust me, I've done it for 2 straight years. I've done it for 2 straight years.
That's not only a hack, that saves people money.
Big time. You talking about the way I did? I think I saved like $1,200. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just over the years, the years back to back. And I mean, man, that's amazing work because again, a lot of people probably said to themselves, "I'm not going to get that card because of the annual fee or whatever." But you're like, "Listen, it's the timing and how you do it."
It's the timing.
Wow.
It's the timing, and I mean, like I say, you might be somebody who want to keep it. You know, you might be somebody who want to keep it. And like me personally, I have another American Express Platinum card that I actually keep, but I do the upgrade downgrade process with my American Express Green card.
Yeah. Wow. Listen, man. Okay, bet. Listen, man. You always most definitely keeping us in the loop of what's working, what's not working. And again, this is those high level conversations that we be talking about because a lot of people that watch my channel, they're different. They're in different spaces in their credit journey. Some people are building, some people are rebuilding, but a good portion of the audience, man, they are trying to figure out the best moves to make with the scores that they have, the credit profiles that they have. And they're like, man, had I known this, and that's what it really comes down to. We don't know what we don't know.
We don't know.
And it's not until it's like, okay, now that we know this, we can't unknow it. You might forget it, but now that you've learned it, it's going to always be in your head now and saying, okay, you know what? This does make sense now. Right. And you can make a new decision based on new information. So
listen, the one thing that your audience, anybody who's never seen me on here before, one thing that they got to know is, man, when I started this journey that I'm on right now, man, I started at the bottom. I started at the bottom, man. I mean, I was on the ground looking up at the floor. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally, I'm on the ground looking up at the floor. I'm in the 400s at one time.
Listen, people don't even want to talk to you. You have scores like that.
No, they don't even want to talk to me. But you know what? I found out you only a good credit score, according to pretty much anybody, is 670 and above.
Yeah, that'll get you everything that you need.
It'll get you anything you need as long as the rest of your report is clean.
Yeah.
As long as the rest of your report is clean, 670 and above can get you into a Chase, American Express, or any of these other issuers. So
that's right.
And never stop working to get back or get to where you want to be, for real.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, listen, Sledge, man, as always, we greatly appreciate you stopping by, giving so many gems as always. Listen, before we get out of here today, before we wrap this up, is there anything that you want to leave with the audience today? Of course, guys, we got his channel down at the bottom. So if you all want to get more of what Sledge is talking about, make sure you guys search his channel. But is there anything else, Sledge, before we wrap up?
Hey, man, you know what is before we get out of here, I always want to tell everybody, whether you come on my channel, on this channel, wherever you go, trust but verify.
That's right.
Trust but verify. You get a lot of people on here give you a lot of different information,
That's right.
and some of it is good, some of it
Yeah.
not so much. So make
Yeah.
sure that even your favorite YouTuber, trust but,
Yeah.
but verify, man. And
That's
I'm
right.
I'm happy you had me on here, man. I can't wait to do this again.
That's right, brother. As always, man. Thanks again. We greatly appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.